Hello and good morning. So I have one here that's been requested, I think like 3 times now, partially speaking, and then one of them was a request specifically based on joke names. So, like I said, 3 people that wanted to see Big O in this thing, and one guy that wanted to see Jacko versus Big O. This feels like it'll be ludicrously one-sided, but what the hell, let's give it a shot. So I try to make Big O here as close as I could. I wasn't ever... I liked the show. I could never seem to be around when it was on, but anyway, the few times I did see it, I really liked it. I tried to match everything up as much as I could, but let's be honest, the proportions of that thing are insane. Yeah, I don't really know how it could ever feasibly function. But at any rate, it seemed to always solve all of its problems by punching, so it's got the parry blade on the right, it's got arm guns and chest guns, so those are represented by the finger on the left. It's got some sort of... I don't really know what it was, some sort of energy discharge thing the wiki was saying, so... Anyway, energy shields, inside rockets, because it's got those, and all of the miscellaneous lasers coming out of all over the place are being represented by the EEO core, and it's got one of the weapons in there that's like basically sounded like an orbit gun to me. It's how it seemed to work in the short clip that I watched. So anyway, we'll see how this goes. So he's the only one that I've intentionally put in with all dead booster orders on the chips. So he cannot boost whatsoever. The boosters just plain don't work. Didn't want to do that for the Metal Gears because those things still boost around sometimes. Whoa. We got some lag going on. Where's that frame skip? Bam. There we go. From sub. And it looks like crap, so let's up that resolution. There we go. Oof, we are still lagging like crazy. Alright, there we go. Let's up that frame skip. I'd be really amazed if this thing can actually win it. Like, he's basically relying on getting close and getting a punch, that's the problem. He can take a crap ton of punishment, but I don't really see it being enough. In theory, though, all it would take would be one punch to take out the Kurosawa, more or less, so he'd be stuck with missiles and grenades. He doesn't really have any counters for those, but he does have enough firepower to, you know, do a lot of damage. Okay, so that went poorly. Let's give that another go, shall we? That catchy music, though. Man, it has been years since I ever even remembered that this thing existed. The show was insane. Gotta feel bad for anyone living in that city whatsoever. Oh, somebody tried to rob a bank. Oh, well, half the city's level trying to stop that. Utter insanity. I thought... you know, I was definitely considering to give him hanger cores and then, you know, replace his energy weapons with hanger weapons and things like that. Give him a shield in his left arm. But getting the AI to accept that situation wasn't exactly working out. So instead, this thing just kind of trots along, gets hit a whole bunch. Well, exactly what you're seeing here. Oof. Still managed to take half the health off him, though. That's even without a punch. Since he actually gets close for one of those, it would basically be over. But that's the problem now, isn't it? Wait, that's the wrong team that I just loaded in. Although, kind of thinking it would be kind of funny to see this thing against the Megas as an extra. Yeah, not much to say there. It seems like 90% of the episodes are just like he runs up and punches a hole straight through a thing or blows its head off. Actually, there's one in particular that I remember thinking there's no way they should have survived, because he basically runs up, punches the head off, and picks it up, and the people inside are just unconscious, and it's like, no. That thing's front got melted off, its bottom got melted off. That's probably severely good metal that just got melted. I mean, there's no way. They just got vaporized. He just, like, carries this head over to a police station and just drops it in the street. Like, man. In the process of stopping what was effectively... What did they even do? I think it was just, like, some prank they were pulling or something like that. Like, he ends up dropping a few buildings, ends up putting a hole in the concrete where he dropped the head. Who knows how much damage he's making just walking around the city. Kinda nuts. Any darn ways. Yeah, let's put the Megas in as an extra. This was far from a fair fight. But, you know, a request is a request, so... There it is. Let's see. I have a feeling the Megas is gonna win it, because it's been doing pretty alright. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering about the head choice there, this was the only one that actually seemed close, like especially once I recolored everything. This is the only one that had the head bolts that it's got. So originally I was going to go with something like the Cricket, just to kind of get that whole like imposing forward stare thing going on. But it wasn't quite working out. So yeah, this one, it got that... It had a different color on the crown part as well as the two head bolts, except in this case it's got 4. So it felt like, it honestly just felt like the closest thing. Wow, he's actually beating this thing pretty soundly. Hasn't even gotten a punch in. You just ruined your punch, you fool! What in the hell is with the AI and wanting to jump while doing parries? Whatever, he had 2 completely clean punches that he botched for no reason. I'm gonna go ahead and say he should have won this. Can you still pull it back, though? I mean, it's a maybe. No, he's out. I'm pretty sure he's out.